watching Zion Nature Explore, where we will focus on wildlife and nature around the world. I'm Zion the Explorer. Today we'll be talking about the Canadian geese. Follow me as we explore. Look, I see one now. The Canadian goose is a large waterfowl native to North America's temperate regions. It is also widely known as the Canada goose. Canadian geese are really easy to identify. They can be found in groups called a flock. Their body is covered with black feathers on their head and neck, and rich brown feathers on their body. They also have white feathers on their chest and cheeks. They can weigh up to 19 pounds with a wingspan of about 5 feet. The male and female look the same, with the male being slightly larger. Did you know Canadian goose babies are called Goslings? And their incubation period is about 28 days. Canadian geese begin nesting at 3 years old. A monogamous bird usually lays a clutch of about 2 to 9 eggs. Wow. Mommy goose sits on the eggs while the daddy goose stands guard. Hatchlings leave the nest around 2 days old and can be identified by their yellow fluffy feathers and black beak. They follow their parents around as they learn to walk, swim, and feed on their own. Canada geese are great parents. Keep their goslings close and safe from harm. Goslings start to fly when they're about 3 months old, and they stay with their parents for over 1 year. Although Canadian geese are adapted to many habitats, they're mainly found in grassy areas and freshwater places like this one. Some other common places you can find them are lakes, parks, rivers, and marshes. Their population has increased so much that sometimes they can be a problem in residential areas. The Canada goose are great travelers. You can find 7 subspecies of the Canadian goose around the world. Although they are native to North America, this migrating bird migrates as far as northern Europe. When they are not roaming the grasslands for food, you can find them in fresh water taking a swim or getting cleaned up. Here's a cool fact. Did you know that the Canadian goose can fly 40 to 70 miles per hour? And they can fly 1,500 miles in just 24 hours. Wow! Canadian geese can live with other wildlife like ducks, herons, and cormorants. They get along most times with other wildlife in their habitat, but they can be aggressive during breeding season or when with their goslings. When you see a Canada goose with babies, it may hiss at you, so be careful when you approach them. Luckily, my new friend here doesn't need to be aggressive. Even with its aggressive reputation, the Canada goose is a social bird. They can gather in large numbers that travel and find food together. Here's another cool fact. Did you know that Canadian geese have tooth-like structures on their tongues? And they use it to clean themselves. Isn't that incredible? These structures look like teeth, but they do not have enamel. They are strong enough to cut through things like grass and also make good cleaning tools for the goose's feathers. These teeth can look very scary but do very little harm to humans. The Canada goose diet consists mainly of grass, berries, corn, aquatic plants, and grains. So you can say they are primarily herbivores. Conservation efforts have been successful because the Canada goose population is no longer under threat. They have been steadily increasing in the wild. The adult goose is rarely preyed on due to its large size, but their eggs and goslings can be preyed on by coyotes, foxes, and even ravens. The lifespan of the Canadian goose can be up to 24 years.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Follow me so you can see more episodes of Great Mother Nature. See you next time.